Alright, what up YouTube? So we're going to try this out a different way. Switching over to the GoPro, so hopefully the video clarity is a little bit better. Hopefully the sound is better. We don't have a whole lot of wind today, so hopefully there's no wind noise. But today we're working on the wife's 2015 Dodge Durango Citadel. She's not really into the stock life. We got a funny saying of stock sucks, and well, today we're going to change that. Today we're going to be putting a Eibach PRO lowering kit, which is the springs on her Durango, drop it down to the earth a little bit. Yeah, we're going to jump into it. We're going to kind of give you a step-by-step what to do, how to do it. So if you want to try to do this at home, you can get everything taken care of at home. It's not too hard. It does take some mechanical knowledge. It does take some work. It does take a little bit of effort, just because you got so many moving parts. So, you know, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to see what we can get going. Hopefully everything works like it's supposed to. I'll put a link in there for all the parts and everything I got, part numbers and everything, the kit, shocks, what I changed, because this does have the load leveling rear shocks on it. So when you do the spring kit, it's not recommended to run the load leveling shocks, just because it puts so much tension on it, and from what I'm understanding, these shocks adjust to how much pressure is on the back for if you're doing any kind of towing or anything like that. So recommended is to run a stock style shock that excludes load leveling. So you want to change that out. You don't want load leveling shocks. You want to run just a basic piston style shock. And then the springs, you do have to cut your factory bump stops. It tells you where to cut and everything like that in the instruction manual. And then you do have a lot of hardware that you got to pull off, and you got to drop everything down. So I've got my helper today. Hopefully she'll get in here and actually give me some help. I like picking on her a lot. This is a family channel, so you will see that my daughters do help. My wife does help. You know, we like to actually make something of this. It's our way of creating memories, kind of getting experience together, learning together, and just growing in general all around. So anytime I'm working on any of the vehicles, whether it's the wife's Dodge Durango, my wife's Lexus IS 300 that, you know, we've done a couple little things to, you'll see some more on that, all the way to, I've got my bagged Ford F-150 over there that we're working on. I like to work on my Toyota Camry. Everything we have here, nothing stays stock. So there's always going to be some kind of add-on, some kind of change. It may not be quick. It may take me a little while. Bear with me. I'm going to try to get the videos out when I can. And anytime we do any kind of upgrade or we change anything, you know, we'll go through and do that. Also, I'll go through, I'm going to do a little short video later on of all the little parts we've added. Trying to get rid of a lot of the chrome, because on the Citadel model it does come with a lot of chrome. Wife doesn't like it. We went with a lot of carbon fiber overlay parts, as far as mirror caps, door handles, interior pieces. Just trying to get it to where it looks more stealthy, as well as, you know, coating the wheels and getting them to where they're not, you know, shiny and blingy. So it kind of sets us out a little bit from everywhere else. So let's jump into it, and let's see what we can get done. So tools that you're gonna need, you got of course your lug nuts. You got to take those off. Those are 21, so don't, or 22, I'm sorry, don't bite me in the comments. I know chrome sockets, don't use them, but it's all I had right now. So 22mm socket, pull your lug nuts off, pull your wheel off, make sure you got your vehicle on jack stands. Safety third, that's gonna be the new thing. And then you're going to need an 18 for a majority of your bolts. You will need a 21 for some of your bolts, a 7mm to take off some of your little hardware bits. You got your 10mm, and then a pry tool. A lot of this is going to make it just as simple as possible. And then when you get ready to pull your shocks out, you're going to need your big pry bar, just so you can put some leverage on everything. We do work off of air, so you know, we got the air compressor out here with our little air gun, and we're just going to make the best of it. So actually I'm gonna have her do all the recording because I can't see nothing when I'm trying to do this. So first we're gonna go in 10mm. We're gonna pull out the 10 that's holding the ABS sensor on. The reason I want to pull that out is I want to make sure that I don't tear it up later when we go through and we actually put pressure on the system to try to get the knuckle to separate. Least amount of resistance on parts, the better, and the less likely you are to actually tear something up. So alright, there's your little sensor, ABS sensor. I took and I just wiggled it once I pulled the bolt out of it, and then put my pry tool underneath it right on the inside and just gently picked up on it till it popped out. So once that's out of the way, just move it. It's a wire, so it's fine. It can move around a little bit. Now we're going to jump into actually pulling the bolts and everything to try to release the suspension. We're going to work from the top and go down. I don't want to remove anything on the bottom except for the bolt that's holding the shock itself in. Once we get that released and we get the top up here undone, we should be able to pry down. And once we pry down, that'll give us the space to pull our spring out. Pull our spring out, we'll grab the new spring, we'll throw the spring in, and then we'll go through and we'll continue to pull out the rest of the stuff. So let's jump into it, keep grinding away. I need a pair of pliers. Yeah, we're gonna move on to something else. Yeah, I know. These little clips, they go all over the place. Not a big deal. They're kind of a pain sometimes to take out. Sometimes they're not. Now, this vehicle was lowered previously. The previous owner had it lowered down on this same kit. So when we got the vehicle from him, I ended up getting the lowering kit from him. So a lot of this stuff might be a little bit looser than what you deal with on yours, especially if it's never been done to yours. Also, if these clips break, Harbor Freight is a great source for clips. I use them for a lot of my stuff just because I'm not gonna pay dealer prices on everything. Convenience wise, I mean, yeah, it's a little inconvenient to have to go get them, but these clips are meant to break. I mean, they're cheap plastic clips, so if you break it, don't get discouraged, don't get mad. It's gonna happen. I broke many of them, and you know, my little Harbor Freight kits saved my butt quite a few times. Uh-oh, we have mail on a Sunday.
Cam, come get your heavy package.
Oh boy.
It ain't that heavy.
We got.
You don't remember me?
I don't know who this is, guys.
Chelsea, Blake, and Michelle's.
Oh, how are you?
Pissed off that we're just now getting started since they moved our start time to 10 instead of 8.
But it's a Sunday. Huh.
It was a worldwide change, though. Bye, y'all.
See ya. Alright guys, I don't know what I've ordered. I've ordered something.
Could be for Mom.
I'm pretty good at doing that. I'll order a lot of stuff. I'll get a lot of things. I don't know why. I guess I like to torture myself. It's like, let's just keep going and, you know, it is what it is. Alright, now that we got most of this removed, my impact don't sound too healthy. I might have to do some changes to it. Change out my battery. Alright, so got a new thing on this one. These little clips right here, you're gonna notice there's no head on it. So easiest way to remove it is to push the center, which is gonna push that pin, and then use your pry tool to actually pull it out. It'll straighten itself out and it'll slide right out. It'll have some tension on it, but it'll come out. Once you do that,
Oh, goodness.
and you start pulling your stuff down. And I love to put the random holdy bits back in its places, because if you don't, you'll end up with a whole bunch of stuff laying all around, and then you start to second guess where everything went. I don't like that. So, get that out of the way. Alright, so you can see we got the 2 bolts up here for the shock. We're going to take those 2 out. Once that comes out, this shock will be free, which will give us more room to be able to pull the suspension down and everything. It's quite dirty under here, so fun. Other than that, yeah, we're going. I got bees trying to attack me now. We're going to get into it and yeah, hopefully make something happen. I think there's going to be 14s, so you will need 14 also. 14 for there, 21 for the bottom bolt. The rest of it, yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. Also, she may not want to be on camera, but that's my wife. Love her. And then our little mean bean of a dog. And we got our newborn son over there. He's peaceful. So yeah, I figured I'd just give y'all a little intro to all that. She likes to try to be quiet and not get on camera, but you know, sometimes you just gotta expose them. So it's not the preferred method for removing bolts and stuff to use a pair of pliers on it, but right now the car is a mess with all the tools, and I'd rather not spend all day searching for a socket or a wrench or anything like that. Hey, we got a package. I don't know what's in it. Mail lady told me it was heavy and come get it.
I can't lift it.
It's not heavy.
Oh, it's all the formula for your mom.
Oh.
I told you it was for her.
It's not for
Just
her.
in time since we're out.
It's not for her, it's for the baby.
Yeah.
The baby needs the formula.
Don't do that.
Alright. Oh yeah, I needed a 14. Let me go grab my 14. Nope. I actually told you a fib. It's a 13. Very easy process. We're gonna need that. So make sure you hold on to your plate, because that will be something that you need to put back on. Possibly, maybe, I'm assuming. Factory load level and shock. These are sort of pricey. Keep them in case if you don't like the ride height, but me personally, like I stated earlier, stock sucks. I don't like being on any kind of vehicle that's stock, so we slam everything. Go through and get the rest of this pulled out.